Well, it was good to go to Marshall and take care of business. It wasn't the best game we've played this year. Got off to kind of a shaky start offensively as far as not scoring on our first series. But I thought the defense really played well, particularly in the first half. Did a great job of stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, getting off the field on third down. Offensively, we got it going and rolling in the second quarter. I did think we threw the ball and caught the ball well and made a lot of big plays down the field, which is something we're going to continue to work on and something that helps our offense a lot. So I was happy with going and taking care of business. There's no question about that. Looking forward to this game. You know, this is an exciting game. This is what we tell our players they come here to University of Louisville for, is to play in games like this. They're a very, very good football team. They've got a lot of continuity as far as what they do offensively, defensively, and special teams. And they really play the game well. I think that when you watch Clemson on video, they do things right and they play hard and they play fast, and it should be a great challenge for us, and we're certainly looking forward to it. We spent quite a bit, you know. Obviously, when you looked at our schedule and you say what gives you a chance to compete to win the division, it goes through Florida State and Clemson. And Clemson's in the national championship game last year, so we've obviously done a lot of work on them. Well, you know, we played against him when his first year. He's really fast, big, go up and catch the ball. He's always been kind of their deep threat, although he can do a lot more than that. But that's, you know, he's really good on in cuts across the middle because of his physicalness and his size. He's just a really good football player. You know, I think it probably helps some, you know, just because of they can do both, throw the ball and run the ball. You know, the one thing you know about Deshaun is he throws the deep ball as well as anybody. That's something that he really did, even as a young freshman, was one of the great deep ball throwers in the country. And then he's able to tuck the ball and make plays and third down conversions with his legs. So that's always a concern, is a quarterback that can run out and make plays when other things break down. So that makes us be more disciplined in our rush lanes and be able to make sure there's nowhere to go when the coverage is where you need it to be. And we don't want him to run out and get first downs when we cover well. I mean, we have to defend it. You know, we work a lot on defending the deep ball. That's something that anytime we've played Clemson or in the off season, we spend a lot of time on, you know, defending the deep ball. One of the great ways to defend it is get a great pass rush, and you know, be able to put pressure on them, disrupt the route so they don't get down the field as quick as you would like. But you know, it's a good challenge for us. And I think he's done a nice job with it. You know, obviously, I think it's a little more than he thought. You know, we've tried to help him with that. You know, only make him available at certain times and really get it to a place where he can handle what the press wants and what we asking him to do, are asking him to do, and also his ability to just focus and concentrate on being a player and a student. You know, I think that's one of the things we've been really careful about, is making sure that he still has all the opportunities that he needs at study hall, tutor sessions, and doing his academics work, and being a football player. So, but he's been very mature with it, and I think he's more comfortable speaking and talking, and we're just going to keep, you know, working with him on it. Like you said, there's always different parts and different things, but the thing that they do so well on both sides of the ball is they're so sound fundamentally. You know, they get off blocks, they run full speed to the ball, they tackle well on defense, They defend plays on defense. Offensively, they do a good job blocking the front, and running the football. You know, they got good running backs that run with a lot of power and break tackles, and then they're able to throw the ball too. So, you know, when you watch them on video, you respect their ability to play with great technique and fundamentals. Is that a trap question? Huh? Like that trap game last week? It's a loud place. It's a good environment. You know, I thought it was a great environment. It's exciting. It's fun. You know, game day will be there, so it'll be exciting for everybody. One of the things that after we played them at the end of the season that year, anytime I talked to a fan that traveled to the game, they were very complimentary how well the people treated them and how nice the people were to our fans that went to the game. So that's one of the things that stuck out to me a lot. I mean, we're going to try to just go about our business the same way, you know, do everything that we do in the meeting rooms, all our preparation. We won't see a whole lot of it. I think we stay like an hour away, so hopefully we have a good escort to get us there in time. Not any general rule, no. You know, anytime we're in the game and all of a sudden you get a fairly good lead, you know, you always talk about it. Well, should we give them one more series? Should we take them out? What should we do? After we threw the touchdown pass the other night, everybody on the phone said, yeah, let's get the ones out of there, put the twos in. Then we gave up a touchdown, then we turned it over, they picked it up, ran back in for a touchdown. It was like, okay, we can't afford another score, so we put them back in. Was it the right move to do? I don't know. It's what I felt like we needed to do at the time. I did like the way we took the ball and drove it. I think it was a 14-play drive for a touchdown. We got to run the ball. We got to do some runs that we haven't worked a lot on. So part of it was, you know, let's go score a touchdown, but let's also work on getting better for the next games. Yeah, you really don't. You know, I mean, it's a game of football, and you go out there and you always tell our players the guy that's playing hardest and fastest and the most aggressive are the guys that stay healthy. Well, they're big and physical. You know, they really do a nice job technically. They're very, very well coached, and they have a lot of movement. So we're going to have to block movement with guys that are very big and physical. Probably be the biggest defensive line that we've played this year. They play with bigger defensive ends than what we've been seeing. A lot of guys have went to more speed and quickness, and they've went to more size and set the edge by the size that they have. Yeah, I'm not interested in going anywhere. I'm very fortunate to be the head coach here at the University of Louisville. Very happy about that. Very glad that I got the support of our athletic director, Tom Jurich, and we were able to sit down last year and do a new contract. We're going to expand the stadium. We're coming off one of the greatest crowds and card marches that I've been around, and you know, we feel like we got everything going in the right direction, and this is the job I want. This is where I'm going to be. Yeah, I mean, it's great to be in the ACC because, like I've said, there's a way to get to the national championship, you know, and there's a way to win your division and play for the championship. So that's always a pretty cool deal. I think our recruiting is going real well, and I'm excited about that. I also think that, you know, this is getting to be a tough profession when you're firing guys in the middle of the year, early in the year. You know, a friend of mine that's a defensive coordinator just lost his job. That's always scary.
Why do you think that there's two head coaches yesterday and two top coordinators?
Yeah. What I think is it's bad for the student athlete. It interrupts everything that's going on there. I think it's hard for guys to come to school and go to practice and be focused and committed after that happens. So that's something. And I obviously everybody's going to say, well, it happens now in college football because of the money we're all making, and that it goes with winning, and it's all changed. But sometimes we all lose focus of the student athlete, and the reason I have a job and the reason that everybody that works in this building has a job is because of our student athletes. Yeah, I mean, it helps us. That's what I'm concerned about, is it helping us. It allows us to, try to work on matchups and attack protections and have speed on both sides of the edge. And I'm really happy with the way James Hearns is playing. I thought he did a good job last year at the end of the year, continuing to get better. But he's playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of speed. He's playing with a lot of effort, and really going hard every play. Devontae's doing a really nice job. He's a hard guy to match up with. Again, I've always think that he's a great run defender too. He does a great job helping us in the run game and being able to set the edge and come off blocks and make tackles. And there's not a lot of guys that can do both. Hold the point and shed the block and make the tackle. So that is as valuable for us as his ability to rush the passer. He does a lot right. Yeah, he's the guy that does all the dirty work for us. He holds the point. He keeps those linebackers free. He's been able to really work on transitioning from what he has to do in the run game to pass rushing, and really has done a great job of that. I think when I watch him over the years, his growth in being a pass rusher has really, really helped us as a defense. Yeah, I just heard about that just before I came in here. Here's what I think. I think he's a great competitor, and sometimes when you're a great competitor, the things that eat at you, the things that absorb your thoughts, are the mistakes that you made, are the ones you just missed, and sometimes you forget about all the really good plays that you make and all the great things that you do. But he threw for he was responsible for 7 touchdowns, threw for 5 and ran for 2. I thought he did a good job. We didn't get off to a good start. We missed a few things early that I'm sure ate at him a little bit. And I know there was another play where he thinks he probably could have ran it in for a touchdown. He tried to make a throw in the back of the end zone to Charles Stanberry. That he probably should have just ran it in, got another touchdown. But he really is a great team player, and he really understands that his teammates are working extremely hard and working hard. So I think he's hard on himself because he wants to do everything right. Probably the start of the 3rd week of spring practice, I knew that he was really growing up and really getting better. Really going through his progression reads, understanding how to stand in the pocket and make the throws, being able to do things from underneath the center that I didn't know he was going to be able to do. Just like the post that he threw the other night, it was a perfect drop, one hitch, touchdown, post pattern, perfect throw. A year ago, I don't know if he could have done that, but the last 2 weeks of spring ball, he played as well in spring ball as any quarterback I can remember. We can't bet on anything. Yeah, Brandon's helped him a lot. you know, and one of the things, again, like I talk to our staff about every week is let's be good at knowing what runs we can hand the ball to the running back and let him run and make yards and make plays. And Brandon's really doing a great job of hitting the holes. I think his vision and his confidence is better than it's ever been. Certainly his speed is better than it's ever been. I'm really happy with the way he's playing and how much he adds to the difficulty of defending our offense. Yeah, I think hopefully it gives them confidence that we're right there to compete with them and that we need to learn how to finish games in the fourth quarter. And, you know, the opportunities are there. You got to take advantage of them. Yeah. I every time I watch the video, I think about that. So, yeah. Yeah, we work hard on them, you know, and we've done a good job in some areas, and we're still improving in others. But we're going to continue to put a lot of emphasis in them. And games like this, things always show up to give you an advantage in special teams, and we need to get the advantage. Yeah, I was happy with his week, you know, with the way he practiced, the way he kicked the ball in practice. I think his confidence continues to grow and get better. And, you know, for a whole week, I think overall he had a good week. All right. You know, with the different week that we're on, I haven't met with the medical staff yet. So we changed up because we got back so late. So our players will come in this afternoon, and then we'll have some meetings this evening. Thank you.